Hello, it's Gordon Stafford here. This is my lovely wife Tamara Stafford's horse, Revelations, Van Nistelrooy out of Sherston by Fly So Free. This 2-year-old, this is her very first time to the racetrack, and she has asked me to give my viewpoint, hopefully unbiased, so that we can retain our marital bliss. I'll take a chance of upsetting that by first of all saying watching this horse go around the track is about as exciting as watching paint dry. That is the point. There's a combination of factors to point out. It's a nice horse. The breeding is fairly nice. The horse is fairly nice, sensible. And Tamara has spent many hours of long reining and breaking and working with the horse since it was born till this point, so that when she comes out on the track the first time that you're seeing, there is no story. That's why it's so boring. It's a no news is good news. I wouldn't think there's a whole lot of people that would find this very interesting. And it comes down to you could write a book about something like this. Why does it matter? Well, okay. The rule of thumb, the way it's generally done in the business, especially the big boys and the high expense way is, and we all know this is the best way, you get about 5 or 6 young horses and riders out on the track the first time, and they all run around all silly and stuff, but with a big mess of guys out there, and they watch over them and they keep them all under control. They have their stirrups way down practically to the ground as they're bouncing up and down, and they're flying all over the place. But that's how you get them started. That's expensive. Or I've even heard of top trainers with weird setups like a Cadillac, like the starter in the harness races that ties the horses to a bunch of horses to the to a big arm on his Cadillac and drives around with them. Sounds stupid? Yeah, except that I believe that was Jack Van Berg I'm talking about, and let's face it, the guy's one of the best. People have their ways. And the idea of a whole mess of riders and everybody going out there for days and days and taking these young horses and schooling them like that is the only way to do it. That's probably a good way. It's not my way. It's not my wife's way. Our way, you're seeing right here. Get your horse confident, comfortable. Get out on the track by itself, middle of the day, no one around. And I think it's cost effective, because as you can see her going right now, it looks like an old horse going around there. If the horse was silly and ridiculous, you'd start to say, gee, what kind of horse have I got here? How much money should I put into this horse? Should I spend the usual $10,000 or more to get to that first race to finish last? Or should I pull the plug right now? Again, I think most people would say, Gord, you cannot get a handle on a horse the first time you put it in a round pen and start lunging it. Well, I'm sorry. I've had quite a few horses in 61 years, and that's my favorite thing, is because the very first time I put them in a round pen and lunge them a little bit, I get a pretty good handle on them. And about half the horses I've ever had, well, they never started for me. I got rid of them, unloaded them, gave them away or whatever. And in the long run, I was sure glad I did. I haven't really been bit on that one yet. You look at this horse, it's a no news is good news. It's running around there, confident, happy, intelligent. The homework went into the horse before its first day on the track. You see it goes by the starting gate just fine. It does everything just fine. You save a lot of time and a lot of money when you get them nicely broken, get them happy. I think this works and saves a lot of money. You be the judge.
This is my horse Revelations, the first time I've walked a racehorse around the shed row. She's such a nice horse that it's easy to walk her. This is my best friend Melvin, best friend I've ever had, and he still is. He pays me with tacos. She's such a great horse that I love her.